How's it going, guys? We're gonna call this one small car V8 Crossmember Part 1. Unfortunately, I thought Part 1 would be the final part, so this would just be a cleaning and putting in. It didn't work out that way, but we'll just clean off like the factory undercoat, and we'd be good to go. This is the Crossmember. Fits a Hornet, Gremlin, Spirit, Concord, Rambler American, Scrambler, anything small, compact it fits. This is a V8 model. Here are the pads. As I bought it. Okay, good to go. Unfortunately it's bent. So this stuff's all good. This is all good. Just to show you the difference between a small car and a big car mount. That's a small car. That's a big car mount. And you can't shorten them because this is in a different location if you look down on it. I know it's hard for you to see, but if you look down on this corner, you can see the mount hole. Look down. Whoop. Oh, this is opposite, but if you lined up the holes, that's where they'd be. So not only is it a depth problem, it's a alignment issue. These are totally different. An AMX Crossmember is wider. Everything's different. So it doesn't matter. These fit AMXs, all full-size cars. Ambassadors, Matadors, everything. So here's the problem. Everything looks good here. Everything's actually nice under there. It doesn't look like it was really... So they do get a little dented up from jacking them. Everything looks good here. Looks good here. The welds are horrendous, but that's typical. Bent right here. Now it's supposed to have a bend in it. Okay, but this and this is supposed to be parallel. And as you can see, they're not. Really bad. Right there. And the same right there. To me it looks like this is the front. That's the way it sits in the car. You are the front of the engine. The tranny's that way. Looks like they came in, they put the hooks right here. And the hooks right here. They probably put on a tow truck and winched the living shit out of it. And folded them in. So with that said, I contacted the guy I got it from. And he gave me the option of sending it back for a full refund. Look how bad the welds are. Isn't that amazing? He gave me a choice of sending it back for a full refund. And I bought this out of Canada. But after speaking with him, we worked out a deal. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mounts off for the purchase, and I'm going to put them on the other Crossmember, which we already cooked the purchase off. If you listen, you hear Junior grinding. So we're going to neatly trim these off. Won't be any left to the Crossmember after you do that. Because when you're saving these, this goes. When you're saving this, these go. So we're going to go in here and unbooger these welds. Holy moly's. Holy moly's. It's amazing. And reposition these on the other mount, the other Crossmember, and weld them on, and I think I could do a better job than that. I'm going to take a bunch of measurements on this. When they're trimmed, this one fits around. This one doesn't. This one just fits in the front and the top. Okay, I'll weld them in, and I'll let Junior paint the other one, and we'll be good to go. And we'll toss this one in the garbage. So, what turned into a clean up and bolt in turned into another fabrication problem. And needless to say, Junior thought this would be the only thing for the car that we bought and went in. So he was a little disappointed. But I explained to him, I said, there's a bunch of different ways of going about it. I said, it's a hot rod. Everything you do is going to be a challenge. Just like we're working on the transmission now, getting parts for it. As of this minute, I'm trying to put the 727 in, which is the one all the way to the left back there. That's a 727, that's a 400. Except that's four-wheel drive. I need an output shaft and a extension housing. So I'm in contact with a guy now. It looks like he has one. So when I do the overhaul, you just actually put the shaft in, you put the extension housing on, you're good to go. I'd rather go with the 727 over the 400. I guess that's just a preference. I already have a nice converter for that. I already have a 3000 installed for it. Junior's tranny turned out to be a 904, not a 998. 904 is just a common term, guys. You ballpark guys will know what I mean. Everybody else just calls them 904s. 904 is the weakest one they made. It was behind 6 cylinders, standard 6 cylinders. Like AMC, if you ordered a heavy duty package, they would either throw the 998 to it or a 727 to a 6 cylinder, believe it or not. Chrysler put them behind the slant 6s. When you had a 318 or a 360 hooked to it, or an AMC 304 or a 360 hooked to it, the lower line 360. The bigger car 360s were 727s, and anything heavy duty had a 727. And AMC, they always went a step bigger. Postal Jeeps at 727s. But the 904, or the 998, looks like a 904. Except you have 2 more clutches in the rear pack and 3 more in the front pack. And if you look at the case, there's 2 ribs coming up on it. Okay, where they reinforced it so the spray don't fly through on you. So I was looking for a 998. I can't find one local, and to ship one is just going to be ridiculous. So 998 would look identical to his tranny except for the ribs on the outside, but it would be decently strong. Not as strong as a 727, but I'm never going to kill a 727, let's face it. And I should never kill the 998 if it's prepped right. So they do put 998 components in a 727 case also. To lighten it up, they are a faster tranny. And if you get a later one, it has a really low first gear. It's 2.74, I think, to 1 first, which is nice, but the later ones also have lockups. I don't want to lock up. So with that said, we'll worry about that when we get to it. He's over there, like I said, smoothing off. It was nice. We cut it pretty close. You can rock it back and forth, vice grips, and snap the welds. Yeah.